Hello, thank you so much for joining us in a brand new video. In this video, we are going to take a comprehensive and detailed look at the 2025 edition of the ASUS ProArt P. Let's dive right in and get started. This is a portable workstation designed specifically for professional creators who require color accuracy, sustained power, and the reference display, all within a relatively slim body. In the category it competes in within Mexico, it is priced at 79,999 pesos as of the time of recording this video. This amount is approximately equivalent to $4,600 depending on the current exchange rate. However, please keep in mind that prices here are not the same as those over there. Our unit includes the AMD Ryzen AI processor, HX 370, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 laptop card, and 2 terabytes of storage are included. Of course, different versions are available, but what's crucial here is testing how this AMD processor performs alongside these graphics, which I can already say will be amazing. But before that, let me tell you, when we open the box, we find the laptop and an ASUS ProArt backpack. This backpack is specifically designed to protect equipment of this size and allows for easy transportation. I love that this is included in the box. It also comes with a charger featuring a 200-watt power supply and a USB-C to Ethernet adapter for those who still need a wired connection. Regarding the design, ASUS continues to feature an aluminum unibody chassis with a nano black finish. This design looks exceptionally good and very professional, making it perfect for individuals who desire a powerful device without the flashy lights often found on gamer-focused devices. I really appreciate that ASUS offers this line, which is more tailored towards professionals. In this generation, there's also a new logo for the ProArt series, adding an even more premium feel to the device. Despite the internal hardware, this machine weighs just 8 kilos and it measures 17.3 millimeters at its thickest point. This makes it one of the lightest 16-inch workstations available on the market. However, it's important to consider that the power adapter is quite large and weighs 547 grams. So if you want to use it at full power, you need to add that weight as well. The structural rigidity is excellent and it still holds the 1000 STD H military certification. The hinge features an opening angle that surpasses 50 degrees, enabling you to easily open the screen with just one hand when it's placed on a table, requiring minimal effort, which is certainly appreciated. Additionally, the keyboard provides a travel distance of 1.7 millimeters, offering a highly precise tactile response. The backlighting can be automatically adjusted due to the presence of an ambient light sensor, although this setting can be configured directly within the My ASUS app itself. The touchpad, which is quite wide, is crafted from glass. At the top, it features an integrated touchpad that lets you control various parameters in applications like Photoshop, Premiere, Lightroom, DaVinci, and other creative applications, all without needing to move your hands away. However, this does require a configuration process that might take a few minutes, but investing that time in setting it up is worthwhile, as it can save you a significant amount of time with this convenient little wheel. Note that it lacks a numeric keypad, allowing you to focus on the speakers, which we'll discuss soon. Regarding ports, this edition offers a balanced mix of modern and legacy connections, essential for diverse work settings. On the left side, there's the power input, HDMI 2.1 FRL output, and a USB 4 Type-C port that supports fast charging, external displays, or transfers up to 40 Gbps. Additionally, it comes with a USB port for two people, along with a combined 5mm connector, which is used for both headphones and microphone. On the right side, we can locate a USB 3.2 Gen Type-C port and another USB 3.2 Gen Type-A port. It also features a 7-port SD Express slot, which is perfect for workflows heavily involving photography and video. The only port that seems to be missing is the physical Ethernet port. However, as I mentioned, ASUS provides a USB-C to RJ adapter in the box for those still needing wired internet connections. Overall, I believe that the number of ports is quite good, especially when you take into account that this is a workstation with such a slim and sleek design. The display is definitely one of the standout features of this edition. ASUS has incorporated a 16-inch OLED panel. Depending on the configuration you opt for, the resolution can be either 4K or 3K, yet all versions retain the same aspect ratio of 16:10. In the 3K model, the screen refresh rate reaches up to 120 Hz with a variable rate, ensuring that everything feels significantly smoother, whether you're browsing, viewing animations, editing, or engaging in light gaming. However, the version I have is the 4K model, which runs at 60 Hz. Additionally, there is an option available that can reach up to 1500 nits in HDR. However, the version I currently have only reaches up to 400 nits, which is quite adequate for indoor usage. Every version features a display that covers 100% of the sRGB color space, 100% of DCI-P, and about 99% of Adobe RGB. Pantone validation and a delta near 1 from the factory. For photography or colorization enthusiasts, this panel's fidelity is among the highest in Windows, ensuring you'll love it. Additionally, it's touch sensitive, enhancing ease of interaction, and it's also compatible with the separately sold ASUS Pen 2.0. This compatibility makes it significantly more useful for tasks like illustration or retouching. It is evident that the screen is likely its most robust feature. In the My app, you can connect to your accounts with various screen calibration settings, eye care options, and numerous other features. The sound is also quite important and plays a significant role. The system includes a total of 6 speakers, which are distributed into 4 woofers and 2 tweeters. This is accompanied by smart amp technology and Dolby Atmos. For such a slim system, the bass response is surprisingly solid and robust. Voices stay at clear frequencies, even when the volume is high, without any distortion or anything similar. So I believe that when it comes to editing the work of content creators and dealing with this type of task, it is absolutely perfectly fine and suitable. Right. But what do you think if we listen to a small test? Although remember that it is not the same as listening to it live.
Y la clavija es compacta para no usar tanto espacio en el contacto eléctrico. Eso es lo que viene en la caja, así que ahora vamos a enfocarnos en la computadora. En diseño, la ProArt P16 se destaca por su estética. Tiene un color nano black con un acabado mate que resiste las huellas y los rayones. La construcción es bastante robusta. Cumple con el estándar militar 1000 STD 810H, asegurando resistencia en condiciones extremas, desde ambientes polvorientos hasta bajas temperaturas. Así que realmente tienes una computadora muy dura.
In the ASUS app, we find sound settings to adjust equalization with a 10-band equalizer inside the Dolby Atmos settings and even specifically for voices. It includes intelligent features that enable us to cancel out background noise, especially if the person we are speaking with has a microphone lacking noise cancelling capabilities. Additionally, it features a highly useful volume amplifier for content that is extremely low in volume. And naturally, for the microphone, it offers several settings, allowing you to choose whether you want it to capture a broad range of audio, focus directionally, learn your voice to exclude others, and more options like that. In the part of camera and security, this ProArt P17, it incorporates a webcam from 1080p.
La calidad de imagen es para videollamadas, tal como puedes ver en este video grabado con esta cámara.
However, it features an infrared sensor for Windows Hello, allowing secure facial recognition, though I prefer a fingerprint reader. On privacy, the camera includes an electronic switch to disable it with a key, but lacks a physical shutter. It runs Windows 11 Pro and offers the full ASUS ecosystem for creators. For instance, the ProArt Creator Hub provides the ability to calibrate your display accurately, manage the dial pad to configure every single option available, adjust fan intensity, select from various performance profiles, and even enable load limits to prolong battery life. Additionally, it comes with My ASUS, which offers numerous configuration options, and GlideX, ideal for those who wish to work with external displays. It also features deep integration with Adobe Creative Cloud through the dial pad. In my opinion, ASUS stands out as one of the manufacturers that provides exceptional add-on software. This software goes beyond the standard Windows experience that any other laptop might offer by including unique features of its own. Now, speaking of Windows, since this computer is equipped with an NPU, it also incorporates features from Copilot PC. These include live captioning and background sharing for video calls. The Paint Drawing Assistant, along with the Reminder app, offers the ability to create a comprehensive history of your entire workflow if you desire. Although this feature is disabled by default, you can enable it if you ever find yourself wanting to recall what you were working on. This can prove to be quite useful. Now, let's move on to the battery, which has a capacity of 90 watt-hours. We conducted tests to measure the autonomy in 3 distinct scenarios to obtain our own results. For instance, during a period of 20 minutes, we browsed various web pages with the screen brightness set at 50%. In that time frame, it consumed 4% of the battery, which would project a total usage time of approximately 8 hours and 20 minutes for this particular activity. Watching YouTube in full HD for a duration of 20 minutes, maintaining the same brightness level and keeping the volume at 50%, it consumed 5% of the battery. This would translate to roughly 6 hours and 40 minutes of continuous streaming playback. Finally, exporting video resolution. 4K, which is a significantly more demanding activity, for 20 minutes in DaVinci Resolve consumed 28%, which equates to a total autonomy of 1 hour and 11 minutes under this level of maximum CPU and GPU load. Clearly, these are benchmark tests, but as you know, battery life varies based on your daily usage. What is evident is that the more you demand, the more battery will be consumed. However, in more basic tasks, it is capable of providing extended autonomy. For performance, we used several benchmarks on battery and plugged-in show clearly how the hardware performs. In Cinebench, it scored 18,703 points in multi-core on battery, while plugged in it reached 23,373 points. To fully utilize the computer's potential, it needs to be plugged in, though it performs well on battery too. It still maintains a very good level of power. However, if you are aiming to reach the next level, you must plug it in. During the single core test, it scored 1,982 points on battery power and 1,948 when plugged in. In the Nova Bench test, it achieved a total of 4,321 points on battery and 4,826 when plugged in, with slightly lighter increases in both CPU and GPU performance. We also conducted tests with Furmark, and it was able to achieve 61 frames per second in Full HD and 27 frames per second in 4K. This is functioning solely on battery power, which I must emphasize really demonstrates the impressive power it possesses. When connected to the charger, it increased to an impressive 155 frames per second in Full HD and maintained 50 frames per second in 4K resolution. We conducted 2 export tests in DaVinci Resolve. A 1-minute video and a 10-minute video, both in 4K at 30 frames per second. On battery, exporting the 1-minute video took 26 seconds and the 10-minute video took 4 minutes and 11 seconds. When plugged in, the times decreased to 23 seconds for the 1-minute video and 3 minutes and 39 seconds for the 10-minute video. The truth about heating is that it's not bothersome at all. During all these tests, I didn't notice any excessive heat or anything like that. However, in the highest performance mode, you will definitely hear the fans. By the way, these fans are part of an advanced cooling system that includes liquid metal, among other features, ensuring good sustained performance. This computer isn't for gamers, but it can run almost any game. We tested gaming with Forza Horizon benchmark and got 41 frames per second on battery, and it increased to 57 frames per second once it was plugged into the high performance mode. With these results, it becomes evident that the AMD Ryzen AI HX 370 and the NVIDIA RTX 5T0 laptop managed to achieve very good sustained performance, whether on battery or plugged in. However, it is evident that high performance mode is what unlocks the full graphics and CPU potential necessary for handling complex projects. In conclusion, the ASUS ProArt P in its 2025 edition is truly a portable workstation that successfully combines an excellent screen with real power. It offers good battery life for light tasks, has an audio system that is above average, and possesses a surprisingly lightweight design for its category. While it may not be the quietest laptop available, its balance between portability and performance makes it one of the most comprehensive options for professional creators using Windows by Mom. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to let us know, and we'll see you next time.